Hi, I'm Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today we're going to talk about buying some new gear. All right, welcome back. Please read the disclaimer. Nothing about financial advice today, but always good to put that. Anyway, so today I am going to talk about getting some new gear. Kind of thought it'd be fun today to share what I'm doing. I just sold a Nikon I had on eBay, and I got this Sony NEX7. This is about a $1,300 camera, nice lens on it. Going to sell this bad boy too, Sony NEX7. What I don't like about it, the screen pops out, but it doesn't flip to the right or left to do like a vlog. So anybody's interested in the Sony NEX7, the nice lens here. Like I said, this is about a $1,300 camera new. It's about 4 years old. It's barely been used. I keep it like covered on a tripod. It's probably only been used a couple, maybe 20 hours or so. It's actually a very nice camera. It does a nice job, but I'm going to upgrade. So if you're interested in this camera, go ahead and leave me a comment below, and we can work out a deal. I do have it up on eBay. I just put it up yesterday for $500. With everything that came with it. I still have the manual and everything. I bought it brand new, so, and I've taken really good care of it. So if you're interested in that, hit me up in the comments. So that brings us to the next thing. I sold the Nikon. I had about a $1,200 lens and a couple lenses and a camera. It was kind of a lower end Nikon, but it didn't have that screen that flipped out for blogging. So like basically when you're looking at yourself for vlogging, like you're taking a picture of yourself, you can't really see like what, if you're filming half your head or your side, crooked on it or whatever. So I've been asking around. I've been talking to a number of video guys in town that I'm friends with that have done some shoots for me. And everyone's kind of got their own opinion. There's Nikon guys, there's Canon guys. I kind of came across this one this weekend. I was at Chris Records Mastermind on Monday. By the way, I'm going to be doing probably an interview with Chris on this Sunday. It should be some really good content, so stay tuned for that with Chris Record. That is his video guy that was doing the shoot for the Lifepreneur event. Had this Panasonic Lumix. And the G5HS is what he recommends. It's got the screen that flips out and it can flip around so you can actually see yourself while you're shooting, which is pretty cool. I would love like some input if anybody has this camera or knows somebody who has this camera or has some other suggestions for me. I've been looking at the Nikon, I've been looking at the Canons, but so far I think this one's a clear winner as far as like vlogging goes. Is the screen that flips around, quality of picture, image. I think this is going to be a good camera for low light, which I do shoot quite a bit at night. So this is kind of my new toy here. I was thinking about getting on the phone tomorrow morning with B&H and talking to one of their experts over there. The NAB, ironically, is in town right now, and they have a discount on this camera for the NAB, which the National Association of Broadcasters convention is in town. So that's going on right now, and B&H obviously is there. They're a big deal in the broadcasting world. B&H Wholesale out of New York. I'm not an affiliate for them at this time. I don't even know if they have an affiliate program, but they do have a lot of stuff and some cool stuff. They always send me a nice catalog, which is cool, and I like when they ship from New York. They have a warehouse in New York. I don't have to pay taxes. And if I bought this same camera on Amazon, and I say I bought about $5,000 and stuff with the lens, and I'll show you some of the stuff here I'm looking at. It's going to be about $5,000 or more worth of stuff. There'd be like a pretty significant, like $500 roughly sales tax on that if I bought it from Amazon, or if I buy it from B&H and they ship it from New York, no sales tax. So that's a pretty big, that's a big savings of $500. And then also if I buy like the lens from them and other stuff, I'm sure I can talk to one of the sales guys there and maybe even get a little bit of a bundle discount. I'm pretty good at negotiating. When you're spending like $5,000 on a setup, there's a lot of profit margin in that for them. Retail typically is 50% profit margin on average, I'm going to guess. So they're probably got $2,500 to play with in there. So, you know, I'll let them know, like, hey, listen, if I buy this, this, and this, you know, how about we knock off $250 today or 10%, you know, something like that. They may or may not, but it's worth negotiating with the sales guy on the phone just to see if it's possible. And it's definitely possible. They can do it. It's just a matter of if they want to do it or not. So you just got to sell the salesman. So, you know, that's part of, you know, part of life. I mean, I do sales all day with my one business. And, you know, there's a book out there. I have it on my blog under marketingmeathead.com/books. A lot of the books I read, I put up on there and I write a little blurb about them. There's a book called Getting More. Let's take a look at it real quick. Getting More, I think the guy's name is, so we go to marketingmeathead.com and just click on books up here. And basically you'll see, I'm reading this book Headstrong by Dave Asprey right now. It's really good, actually. I'm really enjoying that one. I listen to it while I'm in my car and, you know, going around and waiting in line at the post office or something. I'm always listening. So let's see if I can find that one. Psycho-Cybernetics, that's another fantastic read. I recommend everyone reads that. In fact, every one of these books is a fantastic read. Pitch Anything is a really good book on sales. I really enjoyed that one. And the other one was called Getting More. Let's see, I thought I had it up on here. I think I read it twice, actually. Let me see what it is. .com Secrets, that's a Bible. That's a great one. There it is, Getting More by Stuart Diamond. I actually think I read this one twice, man. It was so good. I mean, I highly recommend this book. I would go through and just read this. It talks about, like, you know, like, he's got a lot of good stories on, like, how he, like, negotiates stuff and just, like, you know, how to become, like, you know, buddies with people before they, like, you know, while you're on the phone with them, you know, you start asking them questions and, you know, you become like a, you know, like a friend to them, you know, before you start asking for stuff. So, you know, it's a really good book, man. I use the tactics in this book all the time and they work like gold. This is a great list of books here, guys. I highly recommend everything on this thing. I don't have any book on here that I would say I wouldn't waste my time with. Honestly, it's really good. Okay, so let's get back onto the camera thing. I thought it would be kind of fun today to share what I'm looking at here. This, let me tell you a little bit about this camera. Like I said, it's good in low light. You know, it's got the screen that I want. It's not too big. I think it'll be good for vlogging. I'm going to China in May, and I'm going to Chicago for the 4th, a boating thing, and a party weekend with some friends. That's where I'm from originally, and then I'm going to Croatia for the Ultra Music Festival, and then doing a little tour of Europe right after that in July. So I want to get a real nice rig and setup with me so I can bring it on my trips and do a lot of vlogging and bring it back to you guys and show you some of the stuff that I found over in China, you know, obviously Chicago, and of course over in Croatia. So I really want to get, you know, some quality stuff here to make sure that I can capture all this stuff and bring it to you guys in real quality content. So let me know what you think of this camera in the comments below. Tell me if you think it's a good move for me or if you think I can do better. I mean, it's a $2,500 price tag, so it's no joke. You know, I'm looking at buying something that I'm going to have for the next 5 years. I don't mind spending $2,500 on something that I think I'm going to have for 5 years or more. Obviously, I'm going to learn this camera really good. I'm going to maybe even have somebody that's an expert maybe show me around, pay them a couple $100 to show me how to use it. I'm cool with that too. So that's what I think of this camera. Let me know what you guys think of that. I'm going to get this lens. This is a lens he recommended. It was the 12 to the 35 millimeter mm. He said this is a good lens for shooting vlogs and stuff. Let me know what you guys think of lenses, if you think this is a good purchase for me. And then talks about this, he told me to get an extra battery, 256 gig card, which I looked that up, and man, those things are dang expensive for a little memory card. Like I think a 128 gig was like $750 or something. I'm like, whoa. I mean, he recommended the 256 gig. I'm assuming because that, you know, will let you record a long video. So I'll look into that. Maybe that's the kind of thing that the guys at B&H can, you know, negotiate the price down on a little bit. He also recommended this Blackmagic UltraStudio mini recorder. I guess this is something that he said would be good for putting the mics and stuff in. I'm not even sure how all this stuff goes together. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm just going off what an expert told me. So let me know what you guys think of this thing. He told me to get a mixing board with two inputs, so I can have like two mic inputs basically. So basically, I want a setup where I can have like, you know, my business partner and I talking, maybe in front of a whiteboard with mics on, and we could be talking and then ultimately be live streaming right into YouTube or into Facebook. I have Wirecast. I've used that before for live streaming, and I think, you know, I want to get a nice setup that it can all, like, you know, through the nice camera, into the, you know, into the nice microphones, you know, all through a, you know, a system that goes right into the computer and puts out a nice product. So that's what I'm looking for. Let me know what you guys think of the this stuff too. You know, I'm willing to listen to input on this to, you know, hear you guys out before I buy this stuff. And then this is the mics I'm looking at. These the wireless lav mic bundle. Basically, you get a couple mics, and you're able to, you know, obviously be wireless. You know, we can talk and, you know, not have to worry about wires connecting and hanging down and all that stuff. So I thought this looked like a pretty nice thing. It's pretty expensive. I mean, all in all, with the lens, the memory card in this, I'm probably going to be in the $6,000 range, maybe even more. But you know, again, it's a one-time purchase for me. I think that it's going to be something that I can use for years to come, and I'm willing to spend the money right now to get a setup and really take this YouTube into the next level. And then I'm going to look at, he also recommended a real nice tripod, and I'm going to get one of those JOBY things. I think it's like one of those like Gorilla type things. Let me see what those look like here. JOBY. Yeah, the GorillaPod tripod thing. One of these type things where you can hold the camera up kind of, and, you know, like have it, you can put it around a pole, you can put it on a railing. There's all kinds of different ones here. So yeah, these here, that's what I was looking at, one of these. So let me know, guys. I'm willing to take advice on this. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm trying to ask experts out there what I should get. I'm going to put this video out pretty early in the morning, and if you guys can catch this thing before I call B&H, and if you got any suggestions for me, I'm willing to hear them out. I would appreciate if you guys would leave a comment and let me know what you think. I think it's always kind of fun to buy some new gear, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you could, hit that subscribe button and bang that notifications bell. The Marketing Meathead is out. Have a great day.